Hi, I'm your ordinary Joe who had a not quite so ordinary accident. From my death on impact event until the exit of my coma felt perceptibly like 90 years to me. And this ultimately changed my perception of life and sense of being in the world. Before I tell you more about my coma experience, I would like to invite you, that is anyone who has had a life-changing coma experience, to share. I would love to read some of your stories, and I'm sure others would too. Anyway, my coma started before I even knew I was in a coma. It was like a deep dream, though at the same time it wasn't. It seemed like being consciously aware, except at the same time it didn't. A coma holds so much potential for human knowledge, as it is not a dream. Well, mine was not. Your brain and experiences are unique, which is what makes your coma your own truth. And if you need others to believe you, then I just hope you have better luck than I did. My first scenario of a coma was unforgettable. There was a lot to it, though so far it has amounted to nothing. I know you must think I am full of contradictions. I had a sense, though it was never of being. It was a sense of enlightenment to a level that I have never experienced before. It was like this for a long time, through all stages of my coma. Then it slowly dissipated after I left my coma. This came much later, as I still had many more stages of coma to experience. I would leave each experience of coma unknowingly to enter an expansive light blue room, while still in my coma, sitting at a table with 3 other people known to me. They were a deeper, darker blue, as everything was now variations of blue. This is where I began to learn a part of this life-altering story for humanity. I gained an initial sense of what was, and sometimes what should and would be, in this blue room. My first experience was like in contrast to what we have had, except humanity lived in near perfection. You would need to see a true life story to gain a grasp of what I mean. Nature's greatest key is evolution, followed by growth. Nature is what can lead us to perfection. It was an experience that I would have died for, and I did die to get, though I do not recommend others try to get. I saw the death on impact and 14-month total initial hospital stay as the least painful part of the whole accident. The real pain did not start until I left, making the death on impact and medical care like a mosquito bite compared to leaving the hospital as a vicious shark bite. I was raised as a truth-only person, and medical science even says that if you have been raised this way, then this is how you will be after a brain injury. No one would believe my truth, no family, no friends, and not even my lawyer. I was considered hearsay. My truth was not even allowed in the place where only truth is allowed, a court. I felt like an alien criminal. I had to suffer in silence with what I knew was true. I now know the law is not always true or fair. Well, not in my country, not when it really counted. Now, I'm not a lawbreaker, I just know fair and true. I know everyone must feel a level of unfairness in their existence, and I am not targeting law, only unfair, which is and has been my primary reason to start and goal to share my story. I have already died, and I came back with only the wish to give, except no one would allow me to do anything except suffer in silence. And I've always wanted better for everyone. I've been given the knowledge. Now I need to help others where I am able. depending on how strongly my story is supported, is how able I will be. I personally want nothing, as all my proceeds for the film will be going to the Smith family to give those without a chance at more than just existence. And I want to give you all, in the best way I can, the many insights I gained from my coma, all of which I feel and know in my heart and soul to be true. Though I know in the end the choice is yours, whether you believe it to be true or not. I feel so strongly that this experience has compelled me to tell my story, and my responsibility is to give you that choice. There is so much to the entire story that unfortunately I will have to record a few small clips at a time. My goal will be that it's all investigated and proven so I can give you what I was brought up to give, the truth, in a film for everyone to see and primarily understand. Any questions you might have, I'll be happy to answer as best I can. Hope to catch up with you all in my next clip. Till then.